Hey, good morning guys, YouTube friends. Today we're looking at a Whirlpool refrigerator. It's fairly new, it's probably just about 3 years old, but the ice maker quit working. And we're gonna see let me show you what I did to fix it. Check it out. Okay, so here we have a Whirlpool double door refrigerator with ice maker. And the ice had quit making ice. So we called a repair guy out and he actually showed me what was wrong with it. You can see we're full of ice now. Down here at the bottom, you can see where the wires, this is the main wire, right here, this thick black one, and it goes to all the components in the door, all the electronics. You got two smaller plastic tubes in there, I don't know if you can see them. There's one thicker one, one thinner one, but that feeds the water to the door and then feeds the water up to the ice maker. But what's happened is when the door closes, this wire pinches. You can see it actually folds right in half. And over time, it is actually, it causes the wires to break in half. Just like when you bend a wire back and forth in half multiple times, it will eventually break. Well, that's what happened. So the fix was really quite easy. Well, I say easy. There's two screws here on top, you can see. The two that are the black ones. That's the only two you have to take off. And that takes the top of the hinge off. And then this door, actually you just raise the door up and it will come out of the track. The main control wire is inside of the door, and the two tubes for the ice maker and the water are also inside the door. So when you pick it up, you'll have to have some help. Pick the door straight up, and the wires and the tubes will come out, and then you can work on it. And I just laid the door across the countertop, and the repair guy told me it was $1,200 or $1,600 to replace the door. That was just for the door, and then he was gonna be a service call to rewire it and put everything back together. So I thought, shoot, for $1,600 it's worth giving it a shot. Okay, this is what I used to fix it. I just had a cheap, this is a Mint Craft soldering iron. Heats up real quick. I used some lead-free flux. May or may not be the best one to use. It was what I could find at Lowe's. Got some rosin core solder. Now this was a little thicker than I'd hoped. If I did it again, I probably would use something thinner. This is 0.062. If I could get something a little smaller, it would have just melted faster. My soldering iron wasn't real hot. But anyway, it took a few minutes and it did heat up. Melted in there great. And I used these Dorman heat shrink tubing. Got those at O'Reilly's, just a couple bucks. So once I got it opened up, I could see there was about 4 wires that were bent in two that need to be soldered, replaced. So I opened the door up, spread the wires out, and got to work. It took about 10 minutes to solder the wires together, put the heat shrink on it, melt it back up, and probably the whole job took me about an hour, hour and a half. Now I'm slow. First time I'd ever done this kind of repair, but it was pretty easy. Overall, my daughter gave me a hand putting the door back on, and we let it set, and the next morning we had ice. So it's a pretty happy day. Anyway, hope that helps you. Maybe you can get your door fixed too without having to buy a new one. Have a great day.